Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Welcome back to another episode of Movers of the Culture. Yo, I'm sitting down with, if to say the less, a legend in our city, and a legend in the industry. Period. But we're gonna get right back to it after this, you guys. Stay tuned. From the quality to the turnaround to the pricing to the discounts and all of the free items you get when you order with Keela Design Studio, there's no reason to shop anywhere else. That's the only place I get my customized t-shirts from for my company, for all of my artwork, holiday items. There's no other place that I'm rocking with. Make sure you guys go check them out. I'm rocking with it. Welcome back to another episode of Movers of the Culture. Like I said, I'm sitting here with a special guest, a legend. Like I said, I'm going to stand by them words. And I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to give him the introduction. He doesn't need it, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. Definitely got to give his roses, just in case anybody else hasn't. That's what we do over here at Movers of the Culture, man. Look, I did have some stuff written down I wanted to say, but I'm just going to do it right off of the top of the head, man. This guy is one of the most genuine people, not just people, but DJs, music industry professionals that I've ever met. From the beginning, from the first time I met him, he was the first person to put my song on the radio that helped take my career and just personal life, period, to a whole nother level, made me push myself so much harder than he probably even knows. Has helped out the city in so many different ways, from being on the radio to outside of the radio industry, from coaching to volunteering to, just checking in on people. I just recently saw something about someone passing. You guys did that so proper, and just like, man, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about already, man, one of the best DJs in the city that I've ever heard, and most energetic person, period, man. Without further ado, welcome to the show, DJ Mr.King, man.
Hey,
how
man.
you doing, man?
Appreciate you, dog, man. That was a hell of an intro right there, man. I don't know what I feel like about that legend stuff, man, because I can name about 20 that's legends, man. I'm trying to get to that point. But
Look, man.
I'm definitely humbled by it, man.
You're not gonna take that away from yourself. There are many legends out there, and you are definitely one of them that can definitely hang your head up there and be like, yeah, I've put the work in, continue to put the work in. And when you continue to lay that track record continuously, yo, that's legacy, bro. You deserve that, man.
And I think you hit the nail right on the head with that one, though. I think we get wrapped up in this GOAT talk, this legend talk, and all that. And I think for me, it's not about being a legend. It's not about being a GOAT. It really is about what you said. The key word is leaving a legacy, and that's what. And every day I go to work, man. Whether it's as a teacher, as a DJ, as a husband, as a father, whatever I do, I just want to make sure definitely that. When I'm gone, because I mean, seeing that, man, I'm like, did I leave a legacy? Did I leave something for somebody? Did I influence somebody? Did I encourage somebody? Did I help push somebody? So that's kind of like where I'm at now. I can take that side, you know what I'm
saying? That's the whole package that come with it. You saying what you done did. That's what you did. And coming just from one person that's able to, speak with you and give you them roses if nobody else tell you, personally, from my own experience, you left an imprint in my life that made me like push so much harder just from you putting my song on the radio. You know how many people want their song on the radio?
Y'all know, and you know, and you know what's so crazy about that? I take a lot of heat for that, man. Like, not from other artists or people. I mean, we get it in the city, man. I should be on the radio. I should do this, and I was damn near on the verge of getting fired or losing my show and all that because of the strength that I was trying to create avenues that I knew artists in the city deserved. And while the corporate side of things didn't necessarily always agree with that, like, yo, that's taking away airtime. Like, I really fought for artists in the city when we had our night show, like, yo, we need to be, spotlighting these artists. So that's why I love, for that time in which I was doing Street Heat, that I was able to give some artists some opportunities, even if it was playing your song for a week, or for that, a grand total of 10 minutes a week. That's everything, because I know how I was coming up and listening to the radio. I'm like, yo, if I can just get a mix one day, man, it means the world, man. Like, and you never know, that one time could change something. So I appreciate, any station that gives them artists opportunity, any DJ that gives the artists. That's why I love what IQ is continually to do, with his platform, and still showing love to the artists, that's in the city. And I'm hoping that, as things turn, in this next year, that we can continue to grow a different platform, and get back out there to get those artists that avenue as well.
For sure, because man, you change lives with that, man. But just to to get more details about you, and how you came into having this personality and having this gift to put other people on and to think about others. Give us a little details about where you were born or raised, and and how you transitioned and got into music.
Right. So I think the key thing is, like, you said something with personality, like, the key thing that to know, that I think is important, that I always want people to know, is that DJ Mr.King and Steve King are the same exact person. So I don't have to clock in and then put on this image, like, what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm DJ Mr.King now, or I don't have to like drive into the station, throw this hoodie on, and then transform to this on-air superhero or something like that. I feel like I'm the same person, whether you pull up to me at school and I'm teaching algebra, or you pull up to me at a game and I'm coaching JV, or you see me in the streets or something like that. I'm the same person. And that was always my biggest thing. I never wanted to become radio to become me, or anything like that. Like, I always wanted to be transparent across the board and just let my talent speak for itself. In terms of where I'm from, I'm born and raised in Akron. I'm always going to represent Akron. That's going to always be the hometown. But Columbus has definitely become my second home. I came down here for college in 2002, and graduated from Ohio State in 2006. Left for a couple years, lived in Philly for about 3 years, came back. Didn't really want to move to Akron, because I felt like I could still take care of home and do home, but not be in home.
Be there,
I recognized that Columbus at that time was an area that I can come and challenge myself and also grow. And I knew that I wanted to chase these radio dreams here. It was an opportunity for me to keep fighting for something that I knew wasn't going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of other talented DJs that deserved it, but I worked my ass off for everything I got. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I got hired, I was actually already in the station for probably like 3 or 4 months with not being on the payroll, doing a bunch of bullshit. Like, can I cut something?
Hey,
okay.
We keeping it real.
Yeah, my bad. So I was, doing a bunch of stuff for, like, a lot of people that was already the man or the woman here at the station, and I knew that was a part of the grind. There was times where I wanted to quit, where I was like, yo, like, this is a waste of time. I'm sitting here watching other people do this and that, and I should be doing this. I was having this, this cockiness about me, instead of this, what I'm saying, humbleness about me, saying that, hey, I need to learn the ropes because I'm not ready. And I knew God knew I wasn't ready. So right before I was getting ready to quit, my team, my circle was just basically like, look, okay, you fought so hard to get in the building. Now you in the building, you ain't get what you want. Now you ready to quit and give up. They said, listen, all right, we're going to support you if you want to walk away from it and just do your own thing, but you got to give it to the end of the year. And it was actually around this time during that year, around the holiday season, around like the Thanksgivings and all that, where, most of your full-timers take their breaks, you know what I'm saying, their vacations and stuff like that. So when I tell you I was on air from every day from the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, all the way until that Monday after New Year's, I was on air every single day. I was working like 8 to 10. Like, I was on air every day, but I was also in the station working like these 8 to 12-hour shifts, like managing all the stations, like doing everything. And I loved it, never complained, because now I felt like I was coming into it. So right after that, Lil D got hired, and Lil D was just like, yo, I'll take the job only if King is my DJ. Like, granted, I didn't know, like, I knew D prior to that, just on some
Yeah.
small stuff, but like, she came into the city like, I want him as my DJ, and that's how we rock it. And then it just went uphill from there, bro. I did the show, I
Right.
did the night show with Lil D. We were #1 for 3 years. After Lil D left, you know, as she was here, I was her DJ, but my brand as an on-air personality was growing more and more. So as my brand is growing with the station, my brand was already as brand outside of this, and that's
Yeah,
another
definitely
thing I
had it
want to touch on
established.
too as we get going. But as a radio personality, it was already growing, so that allowed me to, when D transitioned to Dallas, that allowed me to step right into this night role and just keep the ball moving. And then, you know, me and CC did our thing, and then COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
Yeah.
corporate hit, and you know,
Yeah.
it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, we don't speak on it like it you
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
we here, we still doing our thing, and it's important um that you don't, again, I keep saying that you don't allow radio to become you. Like, you know, you basically, like, I have my brand, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
in the humblest way as possible, like, if they took these call letters from behind me away, I would still be, I can still
You're gonna
manage.
be good.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't need this logo behind me to
Yeah.
be something in the city, or to be something in the state, or to be anything like that. Now, it's great, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for it, but
Sure.
this isn't who I am. You know what I'm saying? Radio isn't who I am. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And you touched on it a little bit, you know, going through that rough patch when you thought, you know, well, not just thought, you was for sure like, I'm
Oh, I
trying
was
to get
out.
out of here.
I was
Like,
out because it was like,
yeah.
look, here's why. It's like, yo, I'm in here on a Friday and Saturday night, fam, watching another DJ. I'm running a board for another DJ mixing, and I'm getting $8.15 an hour. So that means I'm in here getting $32 to $40 on a Friday night, where I could be in a club at the same time getting $400. I could be in a different city getting $500-600. Like, it's like, yo, this shit isn't making logical financial sense. Why am I doing this? I'm losing money, and
Right.
I felt like I was losing my brand because I wasn't, quote unquote, out in the streets DJing.
Out there
So
talking. Yeah.
I was looking at the now and not the future at that time. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, where it was like, this was an investment that I was making, which, with anything, sometimes when you make investments, it's gonna go through that period where you lose. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna be on the loss side. But then I felt like 2-3 years later, endorsements start coming in, opportunities start coming, so I'm making all that back end up. So it was definitely
Uh-huh.
worth it. It was definitely worth it, though.
For sure. Now, and with talking about that, who were some of the people, you know, who were in your circle, like, you know, you definitely need to stick in? Who was the inspiration, you know, some of the people?
Well, I keep a very close circle. I
Mm-hmm.
think you have to. I think you have to keep a very, very close circle
Sure.
in anything that you do, not just entertainment or anything. You need to keep a close circle of people that's going to cheer you on when you're doing well, people that's going to tell you when you're messing up, people that's going to give you sound advice. You know what I'm saying? And not advice that's going to benefit them, or not advice that they're giving you because they are not in that position. So it's like, it sounds like, hey, none of my circle gives a shit about me, like, as like none of them want to be DJs or in the music
Yeah,
industry. They
yeah.
could care less. You know what I'm saying? So it's never a
Indeed.
jealousy thing. So
It's
my
always
big
out of luck.
yeah, yeah, my biggest people were like my guy E, my dog Fred, like, you know what I'm saying, those are my best friends, and you know, brothers damn near. And then you know, of course, as I went through, of course, my wife and everything like that, my kids, but that came toward my growth, my high point of my radio career is when I got married, and you know what I'm saying, really dove in with my wife and stuff like that. So I started leaning on her a lot more for a lot of the big decisions. And then also, you know, a good friend of mine that just passed, like, you know, Erica, like, I always bounced up. She was like one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest fans, like, always told me, like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely
Yeah.
her. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Just my circle of just tight people, man. Like,
People, yeah.
that's who I really depend on. And then, of course, you have mentors in the game. You have, you know, people that you talk to and just bounce different ideals on, and just to say, like, hey, should I do this? Does this make sense? Should I wait on this? And you need that. And you
For sure.
got to be able to accept that if they tell you that something seems, nah, don't do that, don't do that. You got to be able to accept, like, damn, man,
Yeah.
you got to
And
go.
know it's out of love. For sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And then, of course, I mean, it goes without saying, of course, you know, the man above, obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, God will give you signs to what you're supposed to do, but, you know, we also got to be willing to listen to him, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
when he is giving us these signs. Because
Give them
sometimes
signs,
it's
yeah.
like, nah, I know you said this, but I don't think you really mean it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over here. Like, you
I'm
know,
gonna test it.
like,
I'm gonna test it
yeah,
and make sure. He might give me
yeah.
another
It's
sign to
like,
make
dog,
sure.
I just told you that this
Yeah.
wasn't you. Like, but you went and did it anyway. Now you coming back asking me for the
Can you fix?
yeah.
Can you fix it? Or give me one more sign.
Give me one more
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
for real, for real. And we talked about it a little bit. Some of the politics as far as being in the radio industry. You don't always get to, because you are working for a company,
Right.
and they have to think what's best for them at the end of the day, because it is
Absolutely.
business. But when we was touching on the street here, and putting artists on, what was that like? What was that period like when you had to like basically fight for your job and also fight for the city at the
Uh-huh.
same time, but you were actually putting the city, above yourself? Like, what was that period like?
And keep in mind, I'm not from here, so it's a lot of cats that's like, when I first got on, it was always this. You hear the chatter, but I don't. I'm a person, I don't pay attention. Man, how this nigga get on? Man, he ain't even from here. He ain't who is this?
Oh man,
I was
you
like,
already know they
bro,
was mad. You came
it's
to a new
cool.
city.
It's cool. But I knew that I'm going to earn your respect. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you the respect that you're not even giving me. Then I'm going to make you earn. Then I'm going to earn yours. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to like me straight up top. That's fine. Let me earn your respect. Even though I'm going to
Exactly.
give you respect from the jump, though. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that was always my thing. So it was like, I knew that this city, like, because I used to work records, and I recognized, like, yo, like, it's a lot of talent here in Columbus, but like, there's some barriers. There's some barriers that artists create personally. There's some barriers between the artists and the radio station. There's barriers that artists don't understand how this industry works. And that's a big thing. Like, it's like, yo, I'm hot, play my shit. It's like, it's not that easy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's not.
work that way, you know what I'm saying? And I think what I was able to do with Street Heat, more than just play people's song on the radio, I was able to develop some relationships with people and then develop opportunities for artists to understand how this game works. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it is a game. It's absolutely a game. So there was opportunities for me to create, to say like, yo, don't do this single, or do this single and then do it like this, or look, do this and then come back and you be able to do, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, yo, I can't play your joint on the radio, but you got a good buzz. I'm gonna plug you in with this person that's coming into town.
Yeah.
Not a rapper, another nigga that's doing a show. I'm talking about, yo, my dude he's the road manager for this person, and he got the ear to this person. I'm gonna let you meet him. Come pull up on me right here. See, because a lot of artists want to get, a lot of artists want to see, I don't know, Lil Baby's coming to town. I want to open up for Lil Baby and beat. It's like, yo, you want to go see, you want to see Johnny Wilson, the little white dude that's right behind him that look like he ain't nothing. That's who you want to talk to.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
want to
saying?
talk to the
You
man
think
behind
you
the
want to
camera.
be in the face of the artist, and it's like, the artists don't even control their own career. You think they care about you? Like, you know what I'm saying? We backwards. Artists are backwards. It's like, you got to develop these relationships, and that was the biggest thing. I can honestly say, if this all ended today, this call letter and stuff, I can honestly say I did my part in helping some artists, whether they agree with me or not, getting some opportunities, or getting some opportunities for growth, putting them in contact with other DJs, opening the door for another DJ to play a record, or just the fact that another DJ did play a record. And I heard, I'm like, yo, who's that? To this day, that's what we do as DJs, man. We're not, the DJs in this city.
Are the gatekeepers.
For me, we don't beat.
You guys are
I
the
don't beat for no
gatekeepers.
Like, I recognize that I got to depend on, you know what I'm saying, cats like, like a DJ Trill, cats like that, like, that's in the city. I don't need to go DJ in the hood clubs and shit. I will, but I don't need, like, but I know if Trill hit me like, yo, this little dude over here is popping on the north side, got a big ass record. Let me go do my job and research and see, like, okay, got a buzz, boom, boom, boom. Let me, like, he deserved to be on the radio. Like, but I don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? But I recognize that's what those DJs do, or IQ might do something, Boog might do something, somebody might do something, and we all lean on each other. So as artists, I always encourage, like, these artists to don't pit radio stations or DJs against each other, because that shit is goofy. Like, you gonna need us all one day, and then you gonna come back and I'm be like, nah, remember you, and I ain't even this kind of guy. Maybe you said fuck me.
Yeah.
But, you know what
Never
I'm saying?
burn no bridges.
I'll never burn them. And I encourage artists.
Never.
I encourage artists not to burn no bridges, man. Like, this shit is bigger than Columbus. It's bigger than Columbus, man. You never know what other opportunities you can get. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, for sure. And we spoke about it a little bit, outside of music. before music, like before you got into radio, was there anything? Well, I know personally from a previous conversation that we had, but was there anything, any other jobs that you had, like in the music industry, like where
Well, I
you?
mean, even with me though, like it wasn't even necessarily jobs that I had; it was jobs that I still have. Like, I mean, my undergraduate degree from Ohio State is journalism communication. So I've always been a DJ since I was 16. So I've always been a DJ since junior year in high school or whatnot. But I also knew that one, that I was always, no matter what I did in life, I was always going to be into music, but I was always going to have more than one hustle. Whether it was just all music, I was going to do something else outside of that. If I was doing this, something else was going to come there. So music has always just been a passion. It just became a passion that I was able to profit from. You know what I'm saying? So even if again, the radio falls off, I never DJ again in the club or whatever, I just go into my studio and just DJ, like, because that's a passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be able to make money from it. I was a sports reporter for the Philadelphia Daily News for 3 years. In Philly, I was covering the Phillies, the Sixers, the Eagles, and college athletics like Temple and Penn and stuff like that for 3 years up there. Newspaper started downsizing, so that's what caused me to move back here. Fell in love with just kind of working with kids. I was running an after-school program for 4 years. My principal encouraged me to kind of go back to school, get my teaching license. So I was like, instead of me just going to get the licensure, I would just go get the master's. So I went and got a master's in curriculum and instruction, got a master's degree, and that all still while DJing. You know what I'm saying? DJ career is going up. I was actually finishing up my first master's degree while I was getting hired. So it was like this
First
cross
one, he said.
right there. Yeah. So it was like, saying that. So boom, I get into the school systems. I'm teaching. I'm an intervention specialist. So I'm teaching and, on a radio at this time. So it's like now I'm DJing and in education, got a nonprofit, back home and everything like that. So doing those things, and then, decided, last year to start working on second master / doctorates in educational leadership, so I can go into the administration side of education. So I just think that is you can't be stagnant, and you can't be dependent on one, not necessarily source of income, but just one lane in life. You know what I'm saying? Because if COVID hasn't shown us anything, if this year hasn't shown us anything, is that one, if this is taken away from you, what do you have to fall on? And a lot of times people be like, oh, plan A, plan B, plan C. It's like, nah, you got to run all these motherfuckers like they plan A. They just in lanes. This is the plan A. This plan ain't no more bigger than this. I just happen to run all my plans in one lane. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
This one might be a little bit behind, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna still get. They all moving.
Still going for sure, and that's how it's supposed to be. But nah, that's I didn't know you had the boy super smart.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You got smart on top of that too. I didn't know all that at all.
Yeah, and I think that because I think what it is that we assume that the entertainment industry, or that because I'm a DJ and I play Lil Baby and I play, 42 Doug, that niggas ain't smart. Like, bro, like I tell my kids all the time, like, I can listen to the gutters of everything and still go right after that, put on my audio book and zone out.
Yeah.
Because if you're not learning every day, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that we create this false image of what the entertainment industry is supposed to be like. I'm supposed to have big chains and drive a flashy car and all this for an image that I ain't trying to have, bro. Like, my image is,
Indeed.
I'm a regular ass person. Like, regular. Like, so whoever watching this, I don't got it. Like, so don't run up. I don't got it. Bro. I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, to me, that does nothing but adds a target on you. For me, I recognize that I work with youth who want to do what I do, whether it is from the side of entertainment or just the fact that they see that I'm with these, what they call, you with famous people all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, these are regular people. I want them to understand that. I also want them to understand that it's also cool to be smart, fam. Like, I think we live in a generation where it's cool to be dumb, or cool to be ignorant, or cool to, record you doing some dumb shit like holding guns and putting money all down your arm sleeve, and just, that shit's stupid.
It is, man.
Like, and then, like, some shit happened to you. It's like, you got to scroll through your page like, well, damn, like, well, your
I
last
was
song
asking
said,
for
your
it.
last song said that you was gonna do X, Y, and Z. So it's like, it's tough. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know. I just want people to understand it's like it's okay to be smart, fam. Like that doesn't make you
indeed.
corny, that doesn't make you, a lame or nothing like that. At the end of the day, it actually is more because you're choosing to go against the grain. Which is crazy that we have to say doing the right thing is going against the grain. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's wild, isn't it?
yeah, that's just stupid, man.
That stuff is crazy. Yeah, I was just telling my cousin, my little cousin, just recently. He does music, and he's like showing guns and stuff. And I'm like, look, he's like, I'm like, I know who you are, and I know you're smart. And he's like, well, this is just entertainment. I'm like, look, that's not entertainment. And think about who the people are that you're entertaining with this. Like, all you're doing is bringing negativity your way. That's all you're doing. And if someone else is doing it and you're doing it, who are you really entertaining? Like, no
Right,
one's gonna really see you for who you
right.
are. You feel me? So do
And
something
that's
and
the thing.
do it
Yep.
unique.
Right. I think that we confuse entertainment with this false sense of what it's supposed to be. And you know what I'm saying? Based
Mm-hmm.
on what we've always seen. Yes, it is entertainment. Yes, I get it. It's like, but I ain't really doing that. But what happens to somebody that really is doing that? And now there's no
Mm-hmm.
separation between entertainment and real life. So now
Mm-hmm.
you done got on this record saying you're gonna do this, that, and then the person was like, well shit, he said he was gonna do that. I just defended myself for it quick, but I was just playing.
Mm-hmm. Or
Don't work.
somebody confront you and be like, "Hey, I heard you was on. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
it don't
test them
work
and
like
see if he on it for real."
that. Exactly. And that's what it is. Everybody want to do something for clout. So that's why DJ Mr. King, Steve King, all that we are the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you can pull up on me wherever, have a
Indeed.
conversation. But it is what it is.
Word. All right. Well, look, I got a quick section where it's all about fun questions, and
Okay.
then I have a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna let you go.
For
The
sure.
first one is let's see here. Best place in Columbus to get some soul food. Or
Best
some,
place in
just give me.
Columbus to get some soul food. You know what's so crazy? And I'm gonna say this.
He's
Um,
about to choose his words wisely.
no,
You
no, no. I'm
thinking?
gonna say this.
I got you.
I would like if you'd have asked me this like maybe a year ago. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would say SC, right? I would say SC out there, like all right off of 256. But SC low key, like I don't know if it's like COVID or I don't know if maybe like the last couple of times like just caught back like people at like what I'm saying a rough time of the day. Um, and I'm gonna try to give them some grace, but like their customer service been like some ass lately. So and that takes away from what they
Whole
really do for
experience.
food. So I would say SC because they food do hit, but I'm gonna say quarter hand too in Dublin. Like what I'm saying, there's some nice classy soul food, black owned spot. Like
Word.
so I like them. And then of course just like just your regular random hood spots, just like that's off the food trucks. I love food trucks, man. So I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
supporting like what I'm saying different black food trucks. I'm all game for that. Like so I like kind of looking around on internet to see like who's popping up somewhere and they just blow down on food trucks. That's my thing right now is like
Word. I got a food truck for you. It is called I just did an interview with them. It's the Smoke Shack Barbecue. And it's
okay.
they're over on.
They be over on Bryce by the Payless.
Yep.
Oh, I'm already hip to them,
You
bro.
already did
Yeah,
it.
I'm already hip to them. I already, bro.
Gotcha.
They bang. Yeah, that's over in my neck of the woods. I've probably been to them about 2 or 3 times, and they go crazy, man. They
Yeah.
got some banana pudding that's real good. It's all good over there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love yeah. Yeah, now you don't got. Now I think I'm gonna have to hit them up next
Hungry.
weekend. Now, yeah.
Word. All right, cool. Now the second one, let's see here. Which one I'm gonna go with. Describe Columbus in like a couple words. What is like the Columbus
I
meaning?
think Columbus is opportunistic, growing, progressive. I think it's a diamond in the rough. It's very productive from people who not from here. Like so, the people that live here don't know what they have here. if that
Yeah,
makes
we definitely take it for granted.
people that move here be like, shit, I'm about to go to work. I'm about to eat. People that's from here be like, I hate this place. I'm like, nigga, do you want to come from where I'm from? And then you got 2-3 options. You go work at the call center, the tires place, or sell dope. Which one you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, beautiful city, family city. You can raise your family here. A lot of opportunities, diverse, always something to do. I mean, I love it here, man. Like again, Akron is always home. Akron is always home. But
For sure.
Columbus, I'm all right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I'm saying? This is a city where I'm glad I, you know, laid some roots down here. You know, I wouldn't mind moving or something as my kids continue to grow older, but got no problems with the city, man. Like I said, it's a city that's constantly growing. We getting some opportunities here. We getting some good looks here, some businesses. There's always stuff to do here, man. So yeah. Columbus is God.
Right.
Columbus all right with me, man. Shit. But I do really feel like the people that's from Columbus be like, fuck this city. I'm like,
yeah, they do. Yeah. I probably said it a couple times, I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If I tell somebody from Columbus, okay, if you feel like that, go move to Toledo, go move to Youngstown, go move to Cincinnati, go move to Akron, go move to Canton or Cleveland, and then be like, see if you feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? While those cities all have their own little things and stuff like that too. That's why a lot of people migrate here, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people. But if you notice, I always tell this. I've always believed this. Most of the people here that's getting money, or most of the people that's super successful, ain't really from here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really from here, because the people that came here, they recognized the opportunity that was in front of them, and they took full-fledged advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Yes, they did, for sure.
Are you tired of taking pills to get ready? You're supposed to be ready. Hey, man, it's not about his, hers, blue chew, that chew. Man, get that kids. Man, get it out of here. We not doing that no more, y'all. Proud. Sea moss, man. Make sure y'all get y'all sea moss, and not just sea moss. You gotta get your black seed oil. You wanna be ready? Salute and strong. What are you waiting for? Get yours right now, man. Sea moss and black seed oil. Stop being late to the party. Black seed oil and sea moss helps with your immune system, helps your respiratory system, helps you breathe better, helps you live better. Get yours right now. Please don't overdose. You can't overdose, but you can always get better. This is a message only from me, not by the companies. Get yours right now. Sea moss, black seed oil.
And we touched on it just right now. Well, just recently you just touched on it. Tell us about, you know, family, like going with all the stuff that you have going on, that you do, from coaching to the radio to teaching to other ventures and everything else, from learning. How does it feel like to have that strong family, you know, support you, and how hard is it to, you know, balance time? You know, like,
so it's crazy. So one thing that definitely this year has showed me is that the value of family. Like, I've always valued family and stuff like that, and I've always been a person that, like, oh man, I gotta grind to go get it. But this year has definitely slowed me down and made me recognize, like, yeah, like, it's okay to be like, no, sometimes. It's okay to be like, you can't do it, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that I was in a grind mode for so long when I only had my oldest, and then I had it, like, you know what I'm saying? Then you start adding dynamics to the family. Now I have a wife and 4 kids. So it's like, now it's like, you got to move differently. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always knew from a fact that I wanted to be solidified and still be able to have an impact as a DJ when my oldest son got to be like, you know, to the point where he was doing sports. So basically like 8, 9 years old, I always knew I wanted to be like solid, you know what I'm saying? Not traveling the road every weekend and up and down the highway, etc. So I did reach that goal. Having my wife in my corner that's super supportive, and not always, you know what I'm saying, with the shit like that I'm going all the time, but you also know that I'm not just out here partying. Like, this is work. My kids know that daddy is at work. Daddy ain't just out here just hanging out. Like, because now it's like, yo, when I go DJ, it's like, you know, in comparison to 10 years ago, it's like, I would go DJ, you looking like, shit, where we at afterwards? It's like, nah, bro, I'm done DJing. It's 2:15. I want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Or most of my clubs, they already know, like, I need to be paid by 1:45, 2 o'clock, 2:15. You can see me already in my car at 2:20. I'm heading home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I'm like, yo, nigga, some DJs be on some like, man, I ain't trying to open. I'm trying to close. I open. I go from 10, I'll be out this bitch by 12:30 at home watching damn Coco Melon with my daughter. Like, you know
With your
what I'm saying?
family, for
So,
real, for real.
now, you know, I ain't tripping off that, but yeah, I value family. I value time. Um, I had an older guy tell me, man, something that really stuck with me and something that I really want to try to apply. I just don't know how it's going to work for me, but I'm going to figure out a way. Um, he was an architect in the city, and he told my homeboy, he said, no matter how busy I am throughout the day, he never misses dinner with his wife and family. So every day, he always makes it a point to have dinner with his wife, because that's that time that's that half hour, 45 minutes, an hour of the day where they can connect. So even if he's out or he got doing something, he stops what he's doing, drives home, gets home, they have dinner, then he'll go back to work, or then he'll do this or whatever. Like, so I wanna do, like, we do our thing, like, where, we have our check-ins, or at the end of the night we spend some time and stuff like that. But just definitely valuing time, and being present when you're there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Indeed.
it could be a situation. It's like, okay, yeah, I might only see my kids that day for a quick hour. But when I seen them for the hour, when I see my wife and kids for that hour, that half hour in between transition, did I give them that full 60 minutes of attention, or was I scrolling on my
Distracted and
phone and
yeah.
trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get here and do, like, I want to give them that attention. So being like, no matter what job I'm at that time, like, if I'm coaching, I'm present. I'm only focused on basketball. I'm at the station. I'm not doing 10 other things. That I'm trying to be present and focus on that particular task at hand, or that whatever I'm doing for that time. So that's kind of like my, my challenge and goals every day is to, honor that.
Word. Nah, that's definitely true. I had spoke with someone a while ago. He was an HR rep, and he was telling me about, like, always missing always missing little events for his kids, and how much how
Mm-hmm.
much he wish he would have attended those
You don't get
times and
those back,
shared
man.
that time. Yeah, you don't. So, man,
And then
but
because before you know it, you get you like me, and now you got, two budding teenagers that just like, yeah. I mean, thank God they still think I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they want to hang out with me. But it's gonna come a
Yeah.
time where they ain't gonna give a shit, because they gonna have a car and they be like, man, I'm out, man. Fuck this old dude, man. I ain't trying to hang out with my daddy. Trying to get out of here. Yeah. So it's like, so right now I know for a fact my daughter, she always up under me, and then my 5-year
Yeah.
old starting to get his own little personality. So
Personality.
he be off on his own thing, don't want to hang out. So I gotta value that time, man. Like, I gotta value that time, man, because it'll be gone before you know it, man. And we'll be gone before we know it. And then, you know, you sit back and look at, like, damn, could I have done more? We can always do more. We can always do more. But we gotta appreciate the time and the people while we here. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
We got to.
Indeed, man. I couldn't say it any better, for sure. You definitely have to. Just one more question. I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
out of here, man. What's next for DJ Mr. King, man? Like, it can be short term, long term, new projects.
Yeah.
What's next for DJ Mr. King, man?
What's next? I mean, honestly, goal wise, I mean, like this time next year I should be finished up with like I said, my second, the masters, the second master should be completed this time next year, and then that leads into the doctorate piece of it. So definitely want to do that and see where God places me at in terms of the education side of things. I don't know if I'll still be at the same school that I'm at, in the same position that I'm at, somewhere else. I'm gonna follow God's lead on that, like, you know what I'm saying, in terms of that. Professionally, in terms of music and radio, continuing to do what I do here, continuing to make the most out of the opportunities that I currently have. As many of you know, we no longer, me and Cece no longer have the night show, but we are still on air. Like, I'm on air on Sundays, and of course mixing every day, 3 times a day. So taking advantage of the opportunities that I currently have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people would look at that like, oh man, he got demoted and he ain't on air. It's like, nah, bro, like, this was God working for me, saying like, yo, you're doing too much right now. I'm gonna take this from you so you can slow down, so you can rest, so you can refresh. I'm gonna keep your stuff I'm gonna keep you in the mix. But you know, working them 5 hours at night and then not seeing your kids, that'll do something to you. So God did that. Like,
Indeed.
Radio One didn't take that or tell me that. God put me in there and allowed me to spend more time with my family, and I appreciate that. So you know, I would love to be able to position myself to have some mixes that's syndicated, so that are on other stations throughout the country. So that's a big goal of mine in 21. Doing that. Another goal of mine is to continue to just grow as a person. To devote some more time into myself. You know what I'm saying? Sermon yesterday was about rest. So really like learning how to rest, like and rest like the correct way, not just like, oh my God, I'm tired as hell, I'm going to sleep. Like, but learn like to rest, to like unplug versus unplug and recharge, or not just unplug but recharge when you unplug, like all of those kind of things. So I want to take full advantage of that. Diving into some therapy, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, because I've lost a lot of people and I know that I haven't dealt with it in the correct way, but I want to tackle that. So just a lot of that, man. But just growing, man, just growing as a person, and just continue to have some kind of impact on people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's here, somewhere else, and whatever, man. I just want to, you know, do the thing, man.
Word. Growth is definitely the word of the day, man. And just to wrap everything up, man, it's an honor, a blessing to me, my company, what I'm doing, to have you, you know, take the time out to sit down with me.
Yeah, but you're
man,
doing a lot though too, man. You're doing a lot, and it doesn't go unnoticed, bro. And sometimes, and I'll tell you this too, like while you talk about giving roses and stuff like that, and this will go for anybody. A lot of times that people won't appreciate you or what it is that you're doing until it's not there anymore, or until you're not there anymore. Then all of a sudden it's like, yo, such and such, man, it's happening. You look at all shit, it's like, well, nigga, you weren't even. I was doing
it,
not for you to go and listen to my interview, like shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I say this again, it's all about the legacy, bro. Like, we don't know the things that we're doing now and what that's gonna create, or who's gonna go back. The beautiful thing about this dangerous thing called the internet is that all this shit lives. All this shit lives forever, man. Somebody can pull up I hope they don't, man, because I used to do some wild shit on the internet, man. Back when this thing was, you know what I'm saying, that I would never. But on the same side, it was like, shit, if you find it, I hope you do find it, and I hope you compare that to what you see now, and hope you see the growth and the maturity and the development of who I've become. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are literally digging a files in the sense to hurt you, and not realizing it was like, well, shit, you just actually helped me, because now you can see what I've went through and who I've become. And I appreciate you taking the time to go back to November of 2006, pull some bullshit out. And because I had to tell somebody like this before, because they pulled something out, was like, well, we noticed this. And I said, man, yeah, I posted that. I said, but you mean to tell me that you went through 5 years of charity events, 5 years of me doing
had bad intentions from the
just
beginning.
to find this, so you and I are going to acknowledge none of this other shit that I scrolled through to find this one thing. I said, well, if that's the case, I was like, you absolutely right. I said, maybe this ain't the right fit, because you clearly don't see that what I do. So I'm like, you right, this ain't the right fit, and we don't need to do this deal, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, for real. And people don't understand, negative people that do stuff like that. All you're doing is, you're going to find dirt on anybody, not just dirt. You might find the past, you might find things that even that person might not like that they said or did. But you see, if you pay attention to the person who they are now, that's only giving light to other people to see that, yo, I came from this. I might have said this, but look at the person I became, and the person you can become. You feel me? All the people that showing money on their arms and stuff and showing guns, hey, it's cool, I did that, but look who I am now, and you feel me? Like, this is who you can become, and see that it's cool.
Yeah, we ain't nobody out here perfect, man. And those people that think they are, man.
Good luck. But to say the least, man, you are definitely one of those people, and like I said from the beginning, a legend in my eyes, and I know in everybody else's eyes, not just in the city, but other people in the industry, you know, and just people, period. A lot of people don't like to give other people their roses and you know, big up other people, because it make it seem like belittle him to them.
No.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, I don't know why we live in this culture of, because you give somebody praise or because you show somebody some love. It's like, man, this nigga, he on his dick. He on his, like, yo, fam, like, I just want to say, like, yo, salute, bro, and mean it in a real way, like, yo, man, good shit, bro. Like, that's dope, bro. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with, like, man, look at this nigga on my dick. Like, bro, like, I don't roll like that. I think that's whack, man. I just think that's whack. Like, if I see somebody doing something, I'ma like your comment. I'ma comment on you. I might, or I might just hit you on some, like, yo, I see you, big dog. Keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that means a lot, because you never know what that person might be going through for their business, for their movement, for whatever. And that one like from somebody or that one comment made it just spark that support that they needed before they quit. You know what I'm saying? Before they gave the shit up, before they quit their podcast, before they stopped making music, or before they stopped doing photography or whatever, they quit school. Like, you hitting them up, hey, man, keep going, dog. It's going to, like, and that person might get 5 followers or 5 listens on a podcast, but you go in and you rate their comment, or you, like, I don't know. Like, it take a lot. It's like you doing like a Yelp review. Most people ain't going to leave reviews for a lot of shit that they like, because it's just going to be like, boom. But as soon as they don't like some shit, it's all bad reviews. It's like, like, so for every bad review I get, I'm like, well, shit, I know 100 other motherfuckers was fucking with it, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, most people only gonna write reviews for bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
For sure. But on this show, we definitely give all good reviews, give the roses, and for someone who's always been genuine from the beginning. And I didn't even win the competition. They got my song on there. You pulled me to the side and was like, yo, give me your number, call me and we gonna get it right. Mix it again and make it a clean one. And you put it on there. You were a man of your word. Then you're a man of your word. Now, always had an open line of communication with you, and you've always been 100. And that's something that definitely needs to be praised, not just in our community, but in the world and the industry as well, because it definitely inspires other people. But I just want to say, thank you so much. Congratulations on everything that you're doing, everything that you continue to do, and growth, and where you're trying to be at just as a person and career-wise. Big shout out to your family that continue to keep you, not humble, but keep you grounded, and continue to push you to become a better you, and for you to give us an opportunity to see that person. You feel me? The entertainment, from the music, from you teaching and everything. You touching so many people. And on behalf of everybody in my company, people in the world that haven't given you roses yet, and your and thanks. I just want to say thank you so much. And thank you for sitting down with me, man. I'm gonna get you out of here. We definitely have to do it again, but I just want to say thank you again. Anytime you got anything going on, I definitely have open doors, and let me know. I'll post it. You teaching somewhere, I'll post it. Let me know. I definitely want to support anything that you're doing. And once again, man, thank you so much from then to now. Thank you as well, man.
Man, no doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep up the great work, man. Anything I can do for him, you know how to find me, man. Salute, man. Appreciate you.
Indeed. Well, once again, you guys, this has been another episode of Movers of the Culture. Got done sitting here with, like I said, a legend. And hope you guys watch this, rewatch it again. You definitely gonna learn a lot, not just about him, but you can definitely learn a lot about yourself. Salute to you as always, and hey, peace out, you guys.
Peace, man. My guy.
Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture.